all for coming today to the opening of Carrier's Time Capsule. I'm Lori Aubrey, and I'm the elementary principal here, and I've been here since 1997. And anyhow, this building started out as a first through third grade building when I was here in 1997, and now it is a preschool building. And so we're going to start with 4 preschoolers helping me this morning with a salute to our American flag. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America, and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Now our band will play the national anthem. I salute the flag of the state of Oklahoma. Its symbols of peace unite all people. A moment of silence. Thank you. You may be seated.
But do you want to?
I would like to introduce Ken Kotke. He is the District Deputy Grand Master for the Masons here. I don't know if it's our part of the state, in Guymon. And I'm going to turn it over to him. Thank you.
Thank you, Lori. I'm Ken Kotke. I'm District Deputy Grand Master representing the Grand Master of Oklahoma, Richard Allison, who could not be here today, although we wanted to. So we are here representing him and the Masons with me today. Our Master Chaz Longwell. We got Clayton Goff, Richard Lowridge, Paul Brisboy, and there's Jess Nelson, Dean Carey. There's another one out there somewhere. I just can't see him for the glare of light. But if everybody's ready, we'll go ahead and take the Cornerstone out and open the box. This Cornerstone and the time capsule behind it was put in 1966 when the school was built, and it was named Carrier after the grade school principal for the outlying schools at that time. I was, I think, in the 4th or 5th grade, somewhere along there, and I remember the school being built and opened up, and I remember Mr. Carrier coming around and everybody congratulating him on having a school named after him. We'll get Miss Aubrey over here. She can have the honors of opening this. time capsule was soldered shut.
While we're working on this, why don't I talk about what we're going to put into the time capsule from our era. And we are going to put what is here back into the time capsule, so it'll be there 100 years. And then we are going to take pictures of it and display that in our school and provide it to those that might have gone to school here that would like what was in the time capsule, and or pictures of it. And then let me talk to you about what we're going to put in our time capsule. We have a newspaper that was from November 4th, 2016, which was the day that this first time capsule was laid 50 years earlier. A copy of the article that was written by the Guymon Herald about the opening of the time capsule, that is in there as well. There's a bank bag from Anchor D Bank with coins from 2016, as well as a debit card that is in there that is really something that we use currently instead of checks. Most people use debit cards all the time, and so we wanted the people to see that during 2016, that was the main thing that we used to buy our items. Pictures of all the staff here, all the classes, and all their names are on the pictures, and that is inside. Also, there was an iPhone that was donated by PTCI because that is our main way we communicate now. And so most everybody has a phone. And we felt like the iPhone represented our time, and so they were generous to donate that. A book was donated by Randy and Cindy Williams, Chicka Chicka Boom Boom by Bill Martin Jr. The reason that book was donated, one, we wonder in 50 years if we will even have books, or if we will just be using digital readers to do all our books in classrooms and in libraries, and that libraries might even be obsolete. The reason Chicka Chicka Boom Boom was chosen is because if you haven't been in Carrier School lately, the walls have murals on them of that book, and so because it is a preschool. And so anyhow, I took pictures of the murals on the wall. They're inside the book. And so, and as well as the artist, who is Leslie Aubrey. She wasn't Leslie Aubrey at the time, but now she's married my son. And so, anyhow, that is all inside the book. And so that will be there for them to open in 50 years. Okay, if you were a student here during the laying of this time capsule in 1966, would you come up so that they can take a picture, please?
I want the kids that had Mr. Hale to come up. here pretty close. They dedicated this building with Mr. Carrier and Mr. Spinner and some other teachers that have gone on before me. And I don't know if I had these kids that year, but I had them in school. And so I'm glad to have each one of them. There's Amanda, Michael, and Clifton, and Kurt, and Janice Ball. Anyway, I'm glad to have all of you here today. Thank you.
Well, the first thing that I have looked at here is a school directory. It has the Board of Education listed, the administration, the senior high faculty, junior high faculty, and I assume all the faculty from different schools. It is very packed in here if you cannot see it. It is just really... We're going to have to come up with a new way to put this back. Yes, there is an American flag, which had 50 states, and it still has 50 states. There's a $50 here, I believe. Yes, it's a $50 wrapped in foil.
Can you see? Yes.
While Ken's working on it, I'd like to recognize Gail Brown. Gail, over here to my left, was Master of the Lodge when this stone was laid. And Gail, do you want to say a few words?
Not really.
Gail said that when this stone was laid, the Grandmaster couldn't actually come. And Aubrey Earhart, who we all know, Aubrey actually laid the stone. Right, Gail? And Gail was Master of the Lodge in '66 when the stone was laid.
Okay, there is a listing here of all the Masons that were members as of January 1st, 1966. A list of all their names here. There is a handbook for the teachers here with the regulations and organizations for the school term 1966-67. That might be interesting reading. Yeah. There's a 1964 kitten, which I have 65 and 66 here. Okay, I have the second grade from Carrier School, November 4th, 1966, with all of their names. They have immaculate handwriting. Yeah. Another coin. I think that's a dime. No, it's a penny. There is a Bible included here. It's a World Bible. I think that was just included. Here is a listing of all the city council members for the city government of that time. Okay, this is a listing of the Masonic officers that were here when it was laid. Okay, this is the order of the Demolay. He says that's the high school version of the Masons. And it's all the different ones that were officers and members. And the Rainbow Girls is the women's side of that, and all the members of their group assembly number 80. There were a lot. This is the Order of the Eastern Star. That's their little handbook. The officers of the Guymon Masonic Lodge are listed here and what their different office, what office they held. Okay, this is this like a magazine? It's a magazine. It's called the Oklahoma Mason. Okay. All right, it has articles in it, but it doesn't have a lot of advertising. There's a current map of Guymon in it. There is a current newspaper. November 1st, 1966, which may have, I don't know if it was a daily or a weekly paper at that point. He says it was daily. Maybe he knows. One more thing, I think. From Viola Dickerson's first grade, and all the kids signed it. Again, immaculate handwriting. And then this is Mrs. Preston Calvert's third grade class, and it has a listing of all of the the students there, and I think in their own handwriting, because they're all different. All right, and that's the contents of the time capsule from 1966, as well as what we're going to put in 2016. Is the band still around? Okay, we're gonna do the